Oh, hey there. Monday. Decided to go live. Blue's chewing on her cow bone. I don't know if you can hear that. There's not anybody here to hear it, so that's cool. Oh, man. Wow. Yep. That's okay. We'll give it a few minutes. So, hey, this will be for the replay crew because you guys will be the only ones that see it. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. And if you notice, the gray in my mustache now is starting to match the gray in my beard. So, there's one here. Is that you? I am just not that good anymore. Not that I ever was. Jesse's here. What's up, Salient? How we doing, buddy? Good seeing you. How do I sound? Can you hear me? I mean, I know I can see me, but I don't know about the hearing part. Good. Okay. You heard that? I'm going to take that as a win. I am better than I was 3 days ago. Darn. Mark Sterlson, what's happening, brother? Good day, mate. How you doing? Oh, good. It's going to keep going, so I can. Hey, the one thing is I can easily track the chat. June, what's happening, June? How are you? I'm sorry if I'm loud. I don't know how good this mic is. There is a mic. It's right there. You see a little green dot. That's it.
I mean, people can tell you talk louder, talk softer.
Well, I don't know. I just, if I sound like I'm yelling, just say, hey, you're yelling, and I'll try not to. How's everybody Mondays going? Hopefully, Jesus, Blue, come on. Dang it. Okay, come here. You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Go say hi. Oh, yeah. Go say hi to your friends. There they are. Hi. Okay. All right. Yeah. You just wanted to wreck the place. That's Blue, for those of you that may or may not know. She wanted to say hi. She has a weird way of saying it. She just bulldozes everything. MNC is in the house. What is happening? How we doing, brother? Oh, man. Yep, it's been, last week was rough. I did post a short on Wednesday, but I forgot to actually post it. It's there. I was figuring I was just going to save it for this week and just confuse everybody. But it's there. And yeah, I didn't sound like this then. It was bad. If you saw any videos Thursday, you know. I know Whip saw it. But yeah, it's last week was pretty rough. I got bird flu or whatever it is.
Was it
feline leukemia? I don't know.
It might have been that.
I'm not sure what it is, but whatever this is, it grabs you and it stays for a little bit, and then it makes you think you're getting better, and then a day later it's like, yeah, no, you're going back home. June says last week was rough and it's getting rougher. Oh man. Oof.
It's hitting some people harder than others.
It is, and it hits everybody different.
Yeah.
Like my boss, he was just run down and coughed and sneezed a lot. Trevor just real worn out. And then it hit me last Saturday, and I don't know. It zapped me. And then Monday came around and I thought, oh, I woke up and that wasn't happening. Tuesday I went to work. I thought I was better. Like, oh, cool. We're good. And then Wednesday came around. Now I only made it about halfway through Wednesday and said, yep, came back home. Then Thursday came around. I still sounded like shit, but I felt fine. You had the case of the ranting rabies. Why? That's constant. I mean, that's incurable.
You're rabid. We haven't found the cure.
It's not curable. I have a condition. I'm Wilford Brimley, and I'd like to talk to you about the rants. You think I was going to say diabetes? Well, shit. I miss Wilford Brimley. He was cool. Anyways. So we got a whole bunch going on in the shop. Go figure, it happens when I'm trying to, get through the service trucks, because that starts in April. Yeah, that might sound like I have plenty of time, but I can't do nothing to them if I'm constantly dealing with other shit. So, yeah. And then I got a bunch of motors that we installed that I don't know what happened to a couple of them, but they ain't right. 2 of them died, and 1 of them is on its deathbed already, out of 5 engines from one company. I'm like, man, they're taking care of us, but it shouldn't be like this. Shouldn't be like this. So, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. So I'm in the process of doing 1 of them right now, with 2 more in the wings. You're a mechanic. You're going to have a condition. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I nailed a trailer hitch the other day. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. I still got a lump up here from that one.
Wow.
Oh, Fish Fam link made it in. What's happening, Fish Fam? How you doing? FML. FFL. There we go. I will get it right one of these days. Oh, man. M&C says we got that 383 stroker sitting in that Ranger. I thought you were putting a flathead in that. Either way, 383 stroker still be pretty impressive in a little Ranger. Mark Sterlson, caring and sharing. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, you shared and I didn't want it for once.
Well, I didn't want it, but I got it.
I don't want this.
Just wait till the parts kick in. Holy shit. That was blue, by the way.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, they're gonna save the flathead. All right. I mean, it would have been cool, but a 383 is also cool.
You said they're saving the flathead for the 36.
A little more fitting. I could definitely see why. It still would have been cool. A quick change, Run the flathead, break the flathead in with the Ranger, and then, well, yeah, I get it. It's a lot of work, actually, when you think about it.
Well, duh.
I don't like going back over the work I've done.
Who wants to swap an engine twice into 2 different vehicles? Never mind. You do have a sickness. It's never going to go away.
I have done this.
Your condition is terminal.
Yeah, well, it bees like that sometimes. So anyways, besides Motorgate 24, and Junior Wright, quality control is non-existent. I did catch that comment, and you are absolutely right. Now this company, they talk a big game. You know, hey man, we simulate, or it's not really dry running. It's like a simulated. Make sure it builds up oil pressure. And I was like, oh, that's cool. What about compression? Well, that's part of the oil pressure thing. I'm like, to an extent. But if you've got internal leaks, that may not catch that. Well, the motor I'm doing right now, something internally went wrong and it ate itself alive. And fortunately, that company said, you know what, we're going to send you another engine. Because when you can control the stream of oil coming out of the dipstick with a magnet, there's a problem. You shouldn't be able to do that. No worse than putting a 2.3 turbocharged engine in a 29 sedan. That's very true. I've been told I'm sick. Don't think it was meant to be good. Well, I've been told I'm sick a lot too, but more or less deranged. These phone calls, these spam phone calls are just, I don't know if anybody else is having this problem. They're annoying.
I'm not.
I'm
really not.
I think somebody put my phone number in somebody's system because it wasn't me. I usually don't give my number away. And when I find out who did it, oh boy.
It's funny because you and Maddie both are getting a shit ton of spam calls, and I'm not. I'm just getting emails and text messages.
Well, I don't care about emails. I don't read them. But anywho, anyway, Motorgate 24/25 is still going on strong. I'm halfway through the service trucks. I do have one that I have to do some extensive work on because rust belt and frame rot are a thing. We also have another flip truck. And if you remember the red flip truck, if you caught that video, there was some frame repair I had to do there. And I did too good of a job on it. I'm going to pat my own self on the back. I did too good of a job, and it's completely noticeable because it's the cleanest part of the frame. So, but I did a really good job, and it's strong. It's not going to break.
I mean, you did good on my singular rocker panel.
We did flip it. It's sold. It's in a new home now. We have another one now. And this one, wait till you see video of this one. Because I can't even lift it right now. The frame is that soft. I think they're crazy for wanting me to do it, but we're going to try. Worst case, for what we paid for the truck, we have tons of good parts. Motor, tranny, a whole bunch of stuff's good if I can't fix this frame. But it's bad. It's really, really bad. I went to lift it, and I got it a foot, maybe 2 foot off the ground, and it started making noises. I saw the bed actually do this, and I set it right back down. And when I set it down, you could see where my lift pad pushed the frame into a U. So this one's going to be good. This one's going to take some time. I might have to yank the frame off of this one, or the cab off, along with the bed. We had to get a whole new bed for it because that bed's obviously flapping in the breeze. Coro, what's up, buddy? Full bed, raised cab, put a new frame under it. That's pretty much what we should do, but that's not what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna have to get elaborate. I may actually, like you said, pull the cab, but then I have to worry about cab mounts. The nice thing is it's a 2010, so the cab mount issue seems to have been an older model problem, but I don't know. We'll find out. But this one, I'm actually going to make a jig before I start cutting things. I'm going to weld it to the frame to keep everything as solid as possible, and then I'll cut out what I need to and zap in what I need to, and I think we'll get her there. Get your... Oh, that's a cat. Sorry. I thought it was a toy. It was a cat. Oops.
Yeah, because she thinks she has to chew on cats.
They're spongy.
Never thought.
Especially the one that just lays there and takes it.
Never thought I would have to tell a dog to stop chewing on the cat.
Oh, man. June says 10 Florida Oscars completed the collection.
She has every Oscar possible.
Nice. Holy shit. That's awesome. I'm starting to do that with Red Devils and Frontosa. Apparently I have more Frontosa. The cube is doing really good, by the way.
So is my shrimp tank. Holy shit.
Is that thunder?
I don't know. Either that or a drunk just hit a house.
Yeah, it's also possible. She says, gotta catch them all. What are they, like Pokemons?
Yes.
Gotta collect the whole set.
Gotta catch them all.
That's really cool. That's not easy to do. I was doing that at one point. But we had what? Like three or four different kinds
of Oscars?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I think I got semi-lied to with the lemons. I don't think they were real lemons. I think they were sold to me as lemons. But as they got older and grew, I don't believe they were. I think they were just albino.
Yeah.
Which is fine. They were still cool. And then the pool crashed. Yeah. Split's doing great. Literally the only one in there. So I'm developing new ideas for the basement. Kind of think we're probably as long as Split's around, I'm gonna keep what I've got or make it better for him at least. But I'm not gonna add to it. I'm not gonna get any more giant fish. I think I'm just gonna hang around with what I got because these red devils can get pretty damn big. We've seen that, but that takes years. But I think I don't know if something happens to Split and he passes on, I think I'm going to tear the pool down and I'm going to build racks down there. And we're just going to start getting into breeding other kinds of fish. I'll also have a little bit more play with what I can do. I would like to have some saltwater medical tanks, just if necessary kind of thing. Loving the Fajakas. Get a snail eater. Oh, yeah. Don't put a snail in there. They'll dinner.
Well, we only have a Fajaka, but...
Oh, yeah. If there's a shell on it, he will eat it. And he will enjoy every second of it. But no, I'd like to set up kind of like a rack setup or multiple racks, but I'd like to have some medical saltwater tanks on standby because right now I'm just anything happens in there, it happens, and there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do about it. So I'd like to have a little bit backup down there. I'd also like to maybe convert one of these bigger tanks to a saltwater too, just so I can get some other stuff in it. That's what I was going to do with the 150 that you can't see on camera. I was going to do that with that, and then somebody got a good deal on Midas Red Devils, and well, it's been repurposed, and I'm not mad.
I mean, I think I was sorry for like 2.5 seconds.
I just said I'm not mad.
They're so cute.
They are fun though, and they're oh man, they're same thing as Oscars. They're like little puppies, and they're so attentive and playful. I've been trying. So I saw something when we were at the OCA. I saw a guy that had a couple huge red, and I mean these guys were big. And he's just playing with a rubber ducky with them. So I'm like, okay, I got to try this with mine. And I have my flower horn. He tried to kill the rubber ducky, and he bit a hole in it.
Uh-huh.
So then I took it in the tank with Groot, and him and I were just going to town with it, like playing fetch. I'd go and toss it over to one side of the tank, and he'd retrieve it and bring it back to me. And so I'm like, okay. So now we're getting a bag of those little rubber duckies, and we're just going to start playing with all of them because it's fun. And they're really people don't realize that. I mean, fish are fun, man. Especially when you can play with them, like interact with them. I know I can put a mirror in the tank with the flower horn, and it'll piss him off, and it'll keep him happy for hours. I can put rubber duckies in the tanks with the Red Devils, and they'll play with them. I can put anything crunchy in this tank, and he'll eat them. I've got entertainment. You want to swim with an alligator? Yeah, Gar. Yeah, got you covered.
But the thing is, if you get in that pool, he goes to the other side and he stares at you like, get out.
He's a chicken. He doesn't want to be he don't want to be around you if you're in his house.
Social anxiety. He's like, no, I'm good. You stay over there. I'm going to stay over here. I'll watch you get out. He hates it.
The floating little people divers can take a beating.
It's true.
Yeah. But I tell you what, they're so much fun to have. It's great. And then, in this 150 over here, we've got 6 Red Devils in it. They're all babies, but they're putting on some size quick because that's what they do.
Yeah.
And they're all so, like, they can almost time me. And my flower horn knows when it's 4 o'clock because I've got an auto feeder on him. So he knows it's 4 o'clock. He's over at the corner of the tank waiting. And he just waits like a damn shark.
I didn't tell you over the weekend that 10 minutes before his feeder was supposed to go off, he was headbutting it.
Oh, yeah. He'll pop the lids and beat on the lids until the damn thing spits food out. I think he's figured out if he hits it hard enough, he can shake some out.
Yeah.
So every now and then you'll hear him pop the glass. So I've been running the water purposely lower in that tank just to keep him from, like, damaging something. Yeah. Oh, Oscars are also they're water dogs too.
I miss our Oscars.
I miss ours too. They were so much fun. Each one of them had a different personality. It's the same way with these guys. They've all got different personalities, but I mean, you learn their quirks and you learn what to do with them, and it's just so much fun. It's an absolute ball. So I don't post a lot of fish videos anymore, but I still have fun with mine. They're still my little guys. Even this saltwater tank, they know when I'm home. They see me go to the Red Devil tank because they're the babies. I feed them first, and then because I haven't learned how to fully set that auto feeder yet, if that hasn't dropped, I'll toss him some food, and then I'll go over to the cube, and then I go take care of Groot. He's in the bathroom because he sees me walking back and forth. And then, yes, he's in the bathroom. It's a big bathroom. Don't ask. Anywho, anyway, all of these fish in the saltwater tank just kind of watch me. And then I can tell when Frankie's hungry too, because he starts stirring up all this. What you can't see right now is there is a ton, and I mean a ton of duckweed in here. And I can't get it out, and it's all her fault. But I can tell when he's hungry because I just kind of glance over and I see this like rooster tail of duckweed. And I'm like, okay, better feed Frankie. But the saltwater fish are the same way. They see you coming, they're like, food, food, food.
Lay down.
Oh, that might have been what I heard. It might have just been her bulldozing everything out there. She does that.
You're not getting people food this time as a treat. You're getting fat. Getting fat.
It's just her winter coat.
She's a pit bull. They don't get winter coats.
She gets, well, you got to thicken up in the winter for the cold temperatures. I do the same thing every year. I just don't lose it. Hey.
Oh
yeah. Yep, you're right, June. It's different every time. Every day it's different. They still do the same shit, but it's different. It's different. And then you got this turtle.
Oh.
That guy's a freaking nut job. You guys think I'm crazy.
Dude, you can literally take his food and hold the can and start at one side of his tank and go to the other side of his tank, and he will sit there and follow you and pound the glass with one of his paws like, feed me already. He's a clown.
But how long were you doing that in front of his tank before you actually did feed it?
A couple of seconds, literally. I mean, I don't torture him, but...
And June says the hubby loves it when the cat falls in a tank. You know...
It's not funny to me. It would not be funny in the cube.
I agree. And I really want to see one fall in the cube.
No.
But at the same time,
they'll drown.
If she falls in there and nobody's around, she's screwed. So I've got to do something about that.
She will drown.
I would love to see her get soaked, but I don't want to see her die. And I'm afraid that she'll freak out and she'll get under the lip of that thing and be screwed. And if nobody's down here and she does it, nobody's going to know. And Blue's got the zoomies. This has to happen right now.
She couldn't just do that outside.
Okay. Well, that happened.
Nope.
Wait. Not done yet. Hold on. There's more. This is my life.
Can people hear this?
I'm sure they can hear that. If not, the camera's bouncing. So, I don't know how well you heard that or not, but that is called pity zoomies. And it's not done yet. She's going to do one more.
No, she's going to puke because she overheated herself.
She might be done now.
We got to take the sweatshirt off. Come here. The sweatshirt has
she might be done now.
You're overheating. Come here.
She just
take the sweatshirt off.
If you have a pity, you know it. You can never pick when this is going to happen. It just happens.
It's absolutely 100% random.
Yep. I think we're good now. Are we? Are we good?
No, she's overheated. I gotta get
All
her
right.
water.
Oh
She
yeah.
overheated herself.
This one, she's special.
She's dumb, but I love her.
She's my little girl. But no, it's just there and again, perfect example. You learn their quirks. I don't remember what I was saying
Sorry.
because that ended abruptly.
Yeah.
I guess that's how she gets a subject change.
Oh, you were talking about the cat falling in the tank.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want that. I mean, I want to see it happen, but that means I have to be here and I can handle it. I'd feel really horrible if any of them jumped up there and fell in the middle of the night and nobody caught it.
Now they have popped the lid on the hex over here, and
Well, they can get out of that.
fallen, but yeah, it's a short tank.
They can get out of that. The problem is they're gonna go in 3 feet. I mean, that tank is 3 by 3 by 3.
Yeah.
So if they fall in that, they're kind of screwed unless they're holding on to the ledge. And if they're not, they're going to see the ledge and start freaking out even worse. So I got to do something about that. I just don't want to. I don't want to come downstairs one morning and the hell's going on in there, and
it's a dead cat.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is easily going to rectify the problem. I'm just going to build an enclosed canopy, and then they can get on top of it, but they can't get down near the tank. So that's how I'm going to fix that. But I need to do that soon, and I might even actually just do that this weekend.
Oh.
We might just build a new canopy for the top of it.
She just growled at Maddie.
Huh?
She growled at Maddie because Maddie walked away without giving her pets.
Well,
she growled like, "Hey,
yeah,
fix your ear, fix your ear." Goofball.
Might have to get in 3 times before not doing it again. Well, one,
I wish I could say that.
She did get like the back end of her in there.
I think a paw.
Maybe a leg, and freaked out so bad that she damn near went in. And I'm like, oh my God, that's why I don't want you up there. But she's not smart. She goes up there every day. And I come down this morning and the lid was pushed halfway into the tank. And I'm like, I got to do something about this before it kills one of them.
Funny because I came home from work and it was the same situation.
But
the Bisher was actually chilling on the lid that was in the tank.
Yeah, well, he will because he's lazy.
Wow.
But also another cool fish. If you don't have one, get one. You won't regret it. Or you might. It depends on their personality with them. Some of them are real cool and laid back and they don't care about nothing. And some of them are total dicks. But no, I've got to do something about that before something really bad happens. I'm going to feel horrible because I'm going to be like, man, I was just sitting here saying I should do that and blah, blah, blah. So I listen, I can come up with the materials and we'll make a new canopy.
Like June just said, they think it's their water bowl. They do.
Yeah.
They can have a completely full bowl of bottled water because that's what we give them, and they would rather drink out of the fish tank.
So the cats that get up there don't even try to drink out of that one.
No, they just sit on it.
They just go up there because it's secluded and warm.
Yeah.
Very warm.
Blue can't get to them.
Blue can't get to them. Nobody else can really get to them if they're not willing to jump.
Right.
So we're going to have to rectify that because like I said, I'd feel horrible if one of them drowned in there.
Yeah.
It'd be a bad situation, and if I can avoid it, I'd kind of like to. But I can make a canopy that's easy to remove and have doors on it so it's easy to feed the tank or do whatever I got to do. When I go in there to clean it, I can take it all the way off, or I can put covered doors on the side and all is good. My only concern, if I don't put latches on them, these cats are sneaky enough to figure out a way to get on top of it and then open the door and then get in it. And all I've done was made it worse. So.
June said add a turtle ramp. We can't to this tank. It's 3 feet.
Yeah.
It's 3 feet deep. I mean,
there is wood in there, but they would have to find it. The problem is that wood is under. So the way the tank is, it's 3x3x3, but at the top, the opening is only so wide because it's acrylic. So it might be this wide, but the opening's only this wide.
Lay down.
So I'm afraid that they'll get under it and they'll try to come up for air and they'll hit the actual top and go suck back down and it just not a good situation. I don't want that to happen to any of them. So I gotta do something about that. Which I've already got some ideas. So that might be a next weekend thing. Who knows? Maybe I'll make a video about it too. Then you guys can see what I'm really talking about. No, I'm just. I get what you're saying, but just the way the opening is on the tank, I don't know how well it'd work. I'd be afraid they might even get caught underneath it, and just I think if I just make a enclosed canopy, they can't get near it, and there we go. Problem solved. I don't care if they get under the tank, it's on top of the tank is where I don't want them. Or I just put some sort of latch system on the lid that's there, but I really don't want to drill into that while it's full. So I think it'd be easier, more cost effective to just build a canopy. Arizona Dog for Life, AZ's finest. Boy, it's been a long time since I talked to you. How you doing, brother? But yeah, that's where we're at. That'll probably be this coming up weekend project because I can do that relatively quick, cheap, and it might actually look good. I don't know. Don't hold me to the look good part. But what I can also do, actually, we could just utilize the one that's up there and just put chicken wire on top of it. That way it can still ventilate. And they can get on top of that chicken wire and lay on that all they want. Then it's a nightmare to feed it. Yeah. I'd rather have it covered.
Then their pads are getting cut on chicken wire because that's like barbed wire to a cat.
Well, we keep them off of it.
No, it wouldn't. They would just get cut up and there would be blood all over in that tank. No.
Well, I like the covered idea, basically.
I thought we were just going to enclose that canopy and have a track feet.
What I'll do is I'll take that one down completely and I'll just make a brand new one to put up there, paint it, do whatever. Doors, hinges, latches, put the latches on so they can't sit there and fight them open. And they can get on top of it and that can be their kitty palace up there. I don't care.
It's only Finnegan that gets up there.
Well, Missy does too.
Very rarely. It's mostly Finn.
But it'll be about a foot taller, so neither one of them might want to get up there after that.
I don't think Missy's big ass would be able to, but Finn still would.
Finn will jump once and be like, yep, can't make it.
Well. When
she biffs it, which will also bring more entertainment, if you think about it. Because they use the saltwater tank as a ramp.
They do.
They used to use the 125, but they realized the saltwater tank is higher. So they started using it
and closer
as a launch pad, so to speak. So I think that's what I'll do this
They
weekend.
just need shelves that they can navigate.
Well, no, they don't, because then that's inviting them up there.
No, but they need shelves that they can navigate, that they can sleep on and stay up. They like being up high. Why not just put random shelving around that they can just lay on?
I don't know. But I think that's more or less what this weekend's going to consist of. And it should be able to get it done relatively quick. Who knows? I might do a video. I might go. Oh no! I might do a fish video this weekend. We'll see. I don't know. I actually did do a video, and then I got sick of shit and forgot that I did. I did a vehicle on or a video on headlight restoration. More or less just pictures though, but I was gonna voice over it and walk through each step and the end result, and I was pretty happy with it.
Lumpy Dog's in here.
Hey Lumpy, how you doing, buddy? Good seeing you. Long time no see.
Big time.
But well, it's been a long time since I've done this too. What do you guys keep doing that for?
Because Fish Family will tell you your current viewers, your max viewers, how many you've had total, how many are in the chat, and your like count.
Well, hey, it is what it is. You know what? I don't care for the big, fast moving chats. I like it nice and slow.
Well,
I know the more I get back into this, that the chat's going to pick up, and it's going to be harder for me to keep track because we've all seen what happens. I get sidetracked.
So I don't disagree, but this is one thing that Matt integrated into Fish Family where you can do that, and it'll tell you. There's also other commands that you can do that Fish Family will respond to.
I mean, that's cool. I'm not mad about any of it. I'm like, no, I'm just starting back into this. Let me ease back into it because I don't need 40 people in here. I'd be screwed.
We'd be okay.
Mark, I can tell you who farted.
This is why I'm pretty sure it was fireworks.
That is funny. Okay. That I didn't know it could do that. That's funny. I like that.
No, that means there's somebody actually in here. So there's automatic commands that Fish Family can do.
Hold, please.
You okay now?
Okay, we're good.
So there's automatic commands that Fish Family can do, but then there's also a person behind that account that can respond in the chat as well.
Oh. Hey.
You better calm your tits.
All 10 of them. Is that why you have the zoomies? Because you got 10 nipples. Huh? God. Well, the goal is by the clash to maybe let her off the leash a little bit. But I don't know, and do not hold me to that. Nope. If Lonnie sees this, that is no guarantee.
No.
Not this year.
No.
By next year, that should be attainable.
She's still gonna just be a puppy.
She's still a pup. She'll be a year next month.
She turns a year old next month.
Yeah. And she's already 50 pounds.
Okay, so here's the thing. She was born February 29th, so she is a leap year puppy. So we're going to celebrate her 1 year on February 28th this year.
That's fine.
But she's still going to be a year old.
She's still 7.
Well.
Technically.
So by the
you want to get down to the nitty-gritty skinny of it.
She's...
puppies until 3, especially pits.
Especially pits. So
they can be hard to manage for a little while. Now she is the easiest one we've had, to train.
She's the first female we've ever had.
No, I did have one that didn't end well. when we introduced another puppy. Remember that one? Yeah.
She wasn't a puppy when we got her, though. That female that you're talking about.
Yeah.
She was not a puppy.
I don't think she was treated right.
Also
Anyways. So fortunately we got this one.
Yes.
She was
4 months old when we got her.
Pretty young when we got her. So
she was 4 months old when we got her. Stop chewing on the cat.
She does that. But to be fair, the cat takes it.
Not Missy Sue. She was trying to get away.
Well, she's just too fat to get through the gate.
Also that part. But anyway, yes. So she's only going to be a year and a half by the time we get to the class. And we know that we have at least 2 more years of this craziness.
She's getting worked with, and I mean, she's getting a little more. There's a little more trust there, but it's still.
I'm doing everything I can to train her.
My biggest fear is, okay, yeah, let's try taking her off the leash, and then here comes the dog around the corner.
So, and then here's my thing, and I don't want to sound arrogant when I say this, but she listens to me better than she does anybody else in this house.
She listens to me pretty good.
She does listen to you pretty good.
She knows when I'm mad. I'll put it that way. She knows when I'm mad.
She listens to me better than anybody else in the house, and that's because...
That's because everybody in the house hears you.
I assert my dominance with her, where you guys want to be like, no, baby, don't do that. No, with a pit bull, you have to assert your dominance without being an asshole and abusing. I just put my foot down. No, don't do that. And she doesn't do that.
Von Yinzer. What's up, brother? How you doing? He had a female mini doxy that would hump the shit out of one of the cats, and the cat was like, okay, this is fine. That's kind of, so we've got one cat here, we call her Derp. That's the one I thought was a toy under my foot, because Blue kind of snuck her in there. Next thing I know, that's when I looked down and went, oh shit, that's a cat. Oops. So that one, Blue could probably walk around with her in her mouth and she'd let it happen. She's just that dumb.
The thing with Derpy, the
cat, not Blue.
The thing with Derpy Doo is you can literally hold her by her hind legs upside down and she's just going to be like, okay.
Yeah. That cat has zero fucks.
Like, she's so chill for a cat. She just does not give a damn.
Oh, I thought she was down here now. That's your well, you're fine. You're fine. Go ahead.
But yeah, that's my thing. Like, I assert the most dominance with Blue, so she listens to me more than she listens to anybody else. So I do the best I can to teach her the commands that she needs to know, because she listens to me more than she does listen to you, but not quite as much as
we're not trusting off the leash yet. Is what I'm getting at.
Absolutely not.
If there is like the hospitality room was 2 rooms, and we let her run around there because it was 2 rooms tied into one.
The leash was still attached to her, so that if anybody had to grab her,
the leash was still on, but she did really good on that one. And she was only
5 months old.
Yeah, 5 months old, maybe 6 for that.
She was 5 months old for that.
Well, now she's in the phase of squirrel syndrome.
Yes.
And I'm not letting her off the leash.
No.
I know at the clash this year, there shouldn't be a dog show going on, but that doesn't mean there's not other dogs in the hotel. And the last thing I want is to let her off the leash and she goes barreling around the corner and runs a little Shih Tzu over or something. Well, she's going to run them over.
Not only that, but all the little kids, and she could run into a table and knock tanks over.
It'd be like the old cartoons with the Tasmanian devil. That's what I'm afraid would happen with her.
She's a bull in a china shop.
I think right now, until we're sure we can trust her off the leash, we're gonna keep that on.
She's a bull in a china shop. She really is.
But she is a sweetheart.
She's the sweetest baby
if
ever.
you see her in person, you don't have to be afraid. She's not going to bite you.
No, call her name and she's going to come.
She will
right
give you a
mouth.
hug. She will lick you to death before she bites you.
Yep.
So,
she loves just ears. Just
she's going to be a little bigger. Is all.
Just. She loves ears, and people need to be warned about that because she will go straight for the ears if she gets the chance to give you a big enough hug.
Yeah. Or she'll just slobber all over your face, which is also weird. How's the pool pond? Still intact. It doesn't leak as much water as the Titanic, but it's not far from it. It needs to be replaced. And I kind of want to build a pond to put down there, a much nicer, not
wood,
not
with a tarp,
vinyl lined, a little bit better enclosure for split, but also I'm not sure how old split is, and at this point, I'm like, I don't know whether or not to move forward with this because I kind of want to do some other things down there. If he goes, I'd rather just tear it down and I can build multiple racks because I've only got a half basement. I've got limited room.
Right.
I do want to expand on the other side of that half basement. But I don't know. I gotta see.
Right.
But I would like to build something that's probably 4 foot tall, or maybe even 5. And basically what I'd like to do is, if you've seen Jeremy from Aquarium Domain, if you've seen his mega tank that he built, I don't have 33 feet on one wall. I mean, I do and I don't. There's a wall in the way. I would kind of like to do something similar. I'd like a river filtration system and all that. I could scale that down and basically just build the same thing.
Right.
Ish. But I don't know. My thing is, if I think when Split was given to us, he may have been stunted. I think that's what they told us. I think his growth was stunted.
The previous owner,
somebody stunted his growth.
Somebody thought maybe he was stunted.
It's taken Split a very long time to get to 3 feet long. It didn't take him long to go from 13 inches to 18, but it's taken 18 to 3 foot, 18 more inches. It's taken some time.
Right.
So I have to be careful if I build a permanent setup. I'm just afraid that I'll build it too small and then he can't turn around in it.
Right.
And I would feel like, man, I should have just left the pool up because he can turn around and do whatever in there. Because it's what is it? It's 6.5 foot wide by 9 foot long. I mean, he's got plenty of room to move around in there. But I don't know. I'm debating on whether or not to build a different enclosure for him or just let him live his time out and then go in a different route.
Yeah.
Because I'm not giving him up. I'm not giving him to anybody.
No.
Because I don't want them putting him in a 150-gallon tank, and that's no place for him.
So June said dog trainers don't use leashes. Are you projecting prior dog's bad behavior on the new dog? No. What we are projecting is the fact that she's still learning to listen to commands.
Squirrel syndrome.
She's still learning to listen to commands. She gets distracted very easily, and she's a pit bull, and that in itself makes people nervous. When they see a pit bull, they automatically think they're going to be attacked and they're going to lose their face.
Yeah.
So,
well, and she's just so she's gotten the zoomies twice so far.
yes,
It just happens,
so,
and she doesn't mean any harm by it.
no, but I think a lot of people, and at the Clash last year too, there were specific people that saw her, knew she was a pit bull, and gave her the widest berth they could possibly give her. And I was even telling them, I promise you, she's sweet. You can come over, you can say hi. And they basically gave me the proverbial middle finger without giving me the middle finger.
The one old lady, boy, she hated her, and I loved it because everybody in there loves her.
She was part of one of the clubs up there. But anyway,
I don't care.
What
Lonnie loved her.
what I'm saying is a lot of people, because she's a pit bull, just automatically assume that she's a big, mean, dangerous dog that is just going to attack you immediately. So we want to integrate her and make sure that she 100% listens to commands before we don't have her on a leash.
My thing is we know better. Any breed of dog can be dangerous. It depends on how they're raised.
That.
It's not a pit bull thing, in my opinion.
But
with
for
me,
other people it is.
because I've had pit bulls for years, and I have only had one that has bit someone, and that's because I warned those kids to stay out of my yard, and they didn't, and they kept jumping the fence when he was outside, and he bit one of them right in the ass because he thought they were playing. And their grandmother, they went running to her, "Oh, grandma, the dog just bit me, the dog just bit me." And she goes, "Didn't he tell you to stay out of that yard when that dog was out?" And she said, "Yeah." Well, you got what you had coming.
She beat that little kid with a broom all the way back home.
Yeah, she's like, no, that man told you to stay out of that yard when that dog was out there. And yeah. The pits, they've always gotten a bad rap, and it's bullshit because they're the sweetest dogs you'll ever meet. Honestly. And yes, you will come across bad ones. That's because they've been raised that way. If you constantly beat a dog and keep it in a cage and just beat it to death and make it fight all the time, yeah, I don't care what breed it is. It's gonna be a dick. Utterly senseless that one breed gets that rap. It's total bullshit. I said what I said.
You know what? Other than whoever might be running the Fish Fam Link account right now, I don't think there's anybody in here that has personally met Blue. But almost everybody at the Clash last year got mad at me if I went down into the vendor room or the fish room without Blue.
If we didn't have her
I'm like,
with us, they got mad.
I'm like, listen, I have to have a break. I need to be able to walk around without her and take a breather.
You know what dog needs to be on the list of most vicious? Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
Those things are psychotic. You can either get a good one
or a not good one.
And then something will happen and they flip a switch. And they're vicious. And they don't stop biting. Rather annoying. Good thing is you have thick skin. Chihuahuas, in my opinion, are meaner than pit bulls. Because they're little assholes. And they bark a lot. Oh. I'm going to say it. I hope I don't mess it up. Isaiah? I screwed the pooch on that one. I'm sorry. I know how to say your name, but I'm brain farting here. I'm sure this didn't have anything to do with it. Welcome. After I trashed your name, sorry. Spawns of Satan. Yes. That is the very word. It's like chupacabra mixed with saber-tooth tiger. They're just assholes. Those dogs should be on the top of the list. For some insurance companies won't get you renters or homeowners insurance because of it being a pit. If you have a pit bull,
Around
they
here,
won't do
they
it.
don't.
Yeah, they won't do it around here. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Everybody has a pit bull around here. Cane Corsos or what's the other one?
Roddies, I think. Rottweilers?
Not so much Rods. I thought there was another one.
Shepherds.
You don't get a lot of them around here. Around here, it's usually pits or Cane Corsos.
Pits, Cane Corsos, and Rottweilers.
Cane Corsos are the same way. It's all in how you train them. The neighbor's got a King Corso, and we've known him since he was a puppy. But man, you hear his bark, and that's intimidating.
I still won't approach him unless they have him on lockdown on a leash.
I see ya. Oh, sorry.
I see ya.
I see ya. You know what? That's how next time I see him, we'll be like, I see you there.
You're looking.
Sorry, I messed that up. Sketty. Hi, Sketty.
That's also a female.
What?
I see ya. You just.
I know. Saying. I screwed the pooch when I said it, and I admitted it. Did I not?
Sketty. Sketty, no.
But no,
somebody asked why I wasn't showing my face, and it's probably because I have a drippy nose and watery eyes, and I'm sick, and I don't want to be on camera. Right
she
now.
Looks like. Has anybody seen In Living Color? What was his name?
Are you gonna go there?
Oh, I was gonna, but now I'm not.
You're gonna go there. Okay. I look like dog turds right now, okay? I don't want to be on camera. I'm not feeling well. He gave me his rabies.
Hey, I just like to share. I didn't. I stopped myself.
I'm not feeling well, you guys. That's why you can only hear me and not see me. I just don't want to be on camera today.
So is this true that they went batshit crazy in Philadelphia yesterday?
I don't know.
Or was it the day before? What the hell was that all about? I finally got a cute little kitty that looks like the sweet girl you have. Which one?
Wait, are you talking to us, Sketty? And which
girl?
I
think I don't know.
Which one are you? Who? Wait, who are you talking about?
Or two. You mean us or Molly?
We have a Missy.
Oh, wait, where is she?
We have a Missy.
Where are you at, Tabitha? Oh, she's over there sleeping. I'm not gonna mess with her. Yeah, she's got a Missy. You got your own Missy? Does she get in your face and make really uncomfortable gestures and then fart?
Is she missing part of her tail because her dumb ass ended up in the freezer and it burned off from freezer burn?
June says, I'm visualizing you in a comfy robe with a can of soda. LOL.
I'm not in a robe.
My.
I'm still actually in work clothes and I'm drinking a beer that I can't taste.
It's Barks root beer.
Yeah, the little tiger sweetie. That is.
I drank a case and a half of Barks root beer when I couldn't feel my throat because it hurt. Little tiger sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's Missy.
But she has white paws. That is Missy Sue.
Yep,
that's my Missy Sue. Well, you're Missy Sue.
Yeah, apparently she's mine.
You're her person.
I would get the stupid one.
Derp is the stupid one.
Yeah, I don't know. Those two. I think they're trucking for the same line there. You're talking about the car that hit a bunch of Eagles fans? No, I mean, there was like the whole city was full of people, like freaking out over a football game. I'm thinking that's what I was getting. I know Scotty was saying, man, there was people jumping off of lights and everything, and I don't know how that went, but it maybe wasn't worth all that, is what I'm getting at. I didn't know a car plowed through a crowd. That's a ongoing thing that shouldn't be happening. Sports fans are nuts. I get that.
They can be pretty dumb.
I used to be one, but you wouldn't catch me climbing my fat ass up a light pole.
I can still be pretty stupid at baseball games. Ask Matt.
I don't even feel like jumping on a car hood because then I got to do body work.
I get pretty.
Because I mean, if I hit the car hood at 220 pounds, it's gonna hurt it.
You can put hockey in that too, brother.
I'm worse for baseball, sir. I'm way worse for baseball. You know this.
Anyway,
I'm really bad for baseball.
June says not a true fan then. No, my will or care for football went out a long time ago. Everybody's complaining that Washington's rigged or whatever, the football team's rigged.
The refs
I've been seeing it. I've been seeing it for years with Green Bay when they had Rodgers on the team, and Green Bay would be kicking the ever-loving shit out of someone going into halftime, and then, come out of halftime, and all of a sudden, we lost the playoffs again, the 20th time in a row. Yeah. You tell me that ain't rigged. So it's kind of like watching Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight. It's like, you know Tyson wants to blast this dude in the face, and he's not. He did it once and almost took him out. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot about West Virginia. Them people were nuts. Those were the days when that shit, the fucking college. Yeah. West Virginia, boy, West Virginia and Alabama get together. Yeah. It's a riot. Oh, I can imagine. I mean, I get it, your team wins. That's cool. I get that. But why you have to destroy half the city? Isn't that counterproductive? Mm-hmm. Just my thought. That's counterproductive. Because now you're making yourself look like a bunch of assholes. Chicago did too with they didn't go to that extent, I don't think. I don't know. Anywhere you go, there's fans like that. Hell, I've been to NASCAR races where my driver didn't win, and I almost punched old Joey Logano fan in the face.
What? We were in Indy.
I think I found the only No, that was Michigan.
No.
I think I found the only Joey Logano fan there, and I wanted to beat him to death.
The first Indy race that we ever went to, when Junior was still driving for Budweiser and still drove
he blew his motor up right in front of us.
Engine, and I threw my flip-flops over the fence, and I had to walk out of that race barefoot, and everybody was like, what happened to your shoes? And I was like, well.
That was the one where
they're kind of over the fence right now.
Tony Stewart beat Kevin Harvick, and I wanted to see Kevin Harvick win because he was my driver. I like Tony. I've met Tony multiple times, but I wanted to see Harvick win, and I really wanted to hit Tony.
I threw my flip-flops.
Pissed me off. It's like I come here to see my driver win, not you.
Yeah.
I met you.
I threw my flip-flops over the fence for that race.
Yeah. And
I got to see Junior win.
She got to see Junior win. Yeah. That one went
in the Batman
insane.
car.
I cheered for him too. I'm like, hell yeah.
I damn near fell down like 6 flights.
If that would have been Harvick, I probably would have cried.
I did cry.
Yeah, well. You want to go to Indy for the figure 8 racing? That would be interesting.
We had.
I will.
You
I
have
will.
been.
I will. No. It wasn't the figure eight. It was
The road track. Of course. Sorry.
I've been to the road course twice at Indy, and that is way better than going to the oval.
The road course races at
It's
Indy
at the-
are fun.
It's at the same track, but the road course variant
It is fun.
so much cooler because we park ourselves right there in turn one, and that's where all the bullshit happens. It either happens right there in turn one or it happens right at the last turn. So you set yourself up in a good spot if you go in turn one infield. Best place in the house. But if you go in an oval, though, it's more fun to just get drunk. I mean, you can't. I spun in circles because you can only see them coming out of the pits, going into turn one. You can watch them going into turn two. Then they disappear. There's a big freaking TV monitor there. You can watch that. And then you just kind of listen. And you're watching the screen, you're watching the screen, you're watching the screen. Okay, there they go. You have no idea what the hell's going on for 3/4 of the race. Sucks there. Michigan, way more fun. Love going to Michigan. Also, there's other fun things to do in Michigan that you can't do in Indiana because it's illegal. Anywho, anyway. Oh, and the tailgating. Good fun fact. Tailgating in Michigan, a lot more fun than Indy. Just saying. Now, if you have an opportunity to go to the road race in Indy, that is worth going to. It is. It's fun. Way more entertaining, in my opinion. But the oval, not that good for NASCAR. It's not. Legal is definitely a plus. Just take it home with you if you live in Indy. Just saying. You already know where I'm getting at there. There's fun things to do there. But no, that Michigan track is just a blast. We go camp for a weekend up there and just have a time. You go, they've always got a band playing out on like Saturday night. And you wander off into the yonder over there, and people are making beer can castles, and I get offered to kick one over for $100, and before I get to it, a drunk falls into it, and that didn't count, so I didn't get the $100.
OMG! Lefty!
It's a lefty.
He
Yeah.
said, "What?
Yeah,
is this really live?"
This is life, man. What's up, brother?
Lefty!
The snake pit. The snake pit's garbage now. I mean, that's just it's so stupid there at Indy. It's not even worth going to. It's more fun to get a hot pass in Michigan. That is something. If you can get your hands on a hot pass in Michigan, that's a fun time. I got to stand in Matt Benedetto's pit and actually help them. That was fun. And then it got rained out halfway through it. But I did get to sling a tire, and I did get to wave the little number pole thing. That was fun. The tires are also 90 PSI there or something like that. They're harder than shit.
It's actually closer. I think so.
Oh, man.
I think it's closer. Well,
Yeah. Work sucks,
Yeah.
understaffed. Oh, that sounds like everywhere. Well, peeps, we are coming at a 8:15 hour. Man, I've been going for a bit. You guys have been letting me talk this long? Jesus. I'm going to run out of shit for next week. No.
He said, Lexi said, work sucks, understaffed, no subs, blah, blah,
That's
blah.
normal.
Okay, but he was going through some health stuff last I knew. Like, hopefully that's all okay now.
Well, either
I
way,
don't
it's
know
good
if
to
you
see
can hear
you.
me, but yeah.
Missed you guys. We missed you too. I missed all of you. I really did. And I'm getting back into the swing of things here. And
Trying.
we're gonna take our spot back at 7. We're gonna do it. And just look forward to it every week because at minimum, you're getting that. I did drop the ball last week, and that was completely my fault. Like I said, I came out with this mission. I want to go at least 1 live a week, and I'm going to do shorts every day. Well, I did that part, but I forgot to unprivacy them, and I was so dead Wednesday it didn't matter. And then I forgot to do the episode that I wanted to do, so I'll try to do that this week. It will probably suck, but if you want to know an easy way to restore your headlights, I have a educational video coming up very soon with some cheating involved because the kit needed some other stuff. So I went to the body shop across the street and I got some better stuff, and I'll explain all that in the video, but you get better results if you do it the way I do it. Just saying. So, be looking forward to that. Plus, this weekend I'm going to build a canopy. Who the hell knows? Maybe I'll do a video doing that. What the hell? Why not? I will warn you, the cube looks like a mud pit right now because all the fish in there, all they do is uproot the soil that's in there. It's a never-ending battle. It probably will be for the next 3.5 years. There's no way to keep it clean. And yeah. So anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But be looking for that. We'll be doing the headlight video, the headlight restoration video. This works with plastic and glass. Some of you still have glass. So just keep that in mind. And maybe I'll do a video on building a canopy because it'll actually work. As far as some of my other tank videos that didn't quite work. You catch my anywho. Thank you all for popping in. Replay crew, I see you. You know I love you. Everybody that's been here, been active, thank you so much for popping in. It means a lot to me, and we will see you next week. And what the hell? Let's do it again. And so, hope the rest of your week goes good. Who knows? Maybe I'll pop in later. We never know with me. I do and I don't. So if I don't see you before next Monday, I'll be in the chats somewhere. You'll find me. If not, have a kick-ass week. If you can't be good at it. And if you can't even do that, just don't name it after me. Or do. Either way, I'd be honored. Love you guys. Stay metal.